So yeah, he is finally. I think Kanye West is finally like getting publicity in some ways for the reasons that people would expect traditionally, which is that he put out music or an album or whatever, and it's not just being anti-Semitic or saying horrible things. But the thing is, he couldn't really go that long without doing more horrible things anyway. So even in the midst of releasing an album, promoting it, and all that, he has to make himself look like an ass. So anyway, on Wednesday, Kanye posted a version of his album, his visual album "Bully," which featured a 45-minute video of his son Saint fighting off attackers with a mallet. So I don't know exactly what that means. I mean, I'm not art analyst or whatever, but I don't really care enough to look into it, to be honest. So I'm just gonna keep it at that. And anyway, I mean, I know like he cares about his family or whatever, I guess, but it's like, dude, did you have to put your son in this junk? I mean, he probably, I mean, frankly, just they probably get bullied themselves as kids. I mean, no pun intended. And I'm not saying that like an insult towards his kids. I just mean for being his son, his children. So I mean, you don't need to make their lives any worse with putting them in your little like projects, man. You really don't. But anyways, according to Entertainment Tonight, his son was actually the inspiration for this album, and he said he was quote playing with some kid, and then he kicked him. I asked my son why you do that, and he said because he weak. I was like, this man is really a bully. Nice to see you're raising them right there, Kanye. That they're bullying other kids, and I don't know why. I think it's kind of funny that he looks at his son as this man, and he doesn't really realize, the that probably. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't even really blame the kid for this. I just blame what. It's probably not the best environment to live with Kanye West, and he's your moral compass. So you might want to do. You think a normal person would do like some self reflection at that, but Kanye is not really a normal person, so that's not how it works. And also, that was your first thought that he's just thinking, "Whoa, he's really a bully." Like you didn't want to stop your kid from being an ass or anything like that. You just had to this profound thought that a guy who kicks people and acts like a jerk is a bully. Like, all right, well, nice. That's cool. Thanks, bro. But yeah, it's so. I mean, I probably the kid probably does this kind of stuff, bullying other kids all the time. Well, I don't want to speak as a complete statement, but all the time. And again, I don't even blame the kid. It's Kanye's fault. I think you might want to look into why that's happening. But anyway, besides just releasing his album, putting out this weird avant-garde crap for it, that's not the end of the story with Kanye because on Tuesday, before this actually, he decided to start another Twitter tirade where he referred to Jay Z's kids Rumi and Sir. He called them the R word. And so I know that Kanye is sort of slagging off everyone right now. But dude, it was really necessary to call a bunch of kids a slur like that. And what the hell does that help? What's that doing for you? And like, and also you're gonna call your son a bully when you're a grown adult bullying children? Like, come on, man. That's I would normally say that's like a new low, but no, it's not this time. And I'm not even really the biggest expert on Kanye or anything like that, but I thought he was friends with Jay Z, man. I mean, so what kind of friend are you exactly? And I know I'm not saying that necessarily he should be friends with Jay Z because I know there's, and I know basically nothing about this, but he has all these accusations against him now. So I'm not saying it's a good idea to go around defending Jay Z, but you're gonna insult his kids like that with no warning or reason or anything like that. I mean, what's the point? It's pretty unnecessarily mean, but I don't know. It's like I, I know people like are speculating that he does all this kind of crazy, absurd things to promote his album, and I guess by that logic, I'm just giving him what he wants, so and I shouldn't. But I mean, that's like saying by drinking water, you're giving the utility company what they want. And it gets to a point where you literally can't avoid it anymore. So I won't.